Was it the worst mistake of not starting early? We started early. We didn't understand YouTube. Let me give you a truth. We did start YouTube. I think my original YouTube channel, this is important to recognize because as you were saying it, I know we had the discussion and I was like, was it the worst mistake of not starting early? We started early. We didn't understand YouTube. And I think that, you know, one of the things that that has always been one of our gifts is, you know, getting better, right? Let's take a step back. If our first video that we ever posted would have made got 1 million views, you know, we would have probably paid attention to YouTube. But if you go back to the very first video, I bet you I posted on YouTube in 2007, 2008, 100%. I know the video. It was in relation to helping agents get expireds, but I didn't understand the platform, right? And so, you know, it'd be like going up to somebody and, you know, I want to use I'm going to use the example, like going to a bar and meeting someone and being a female or a male and doing something in that first introduction as if y'all had been dating for 2 years before you even knew their name, right? Like maybe you slap them on the rear end. Maybe a girl slaps a guy on the rear end, right? You know, and it's like, hey, and it's like, you don't even know my name. You never, like, there's a process to a relationship. And, you know, we didn't understand from a marketing perspective, you know, where YouTube fit into a cohesive marketing strategy, right? And so I think the worst mistake that we made early on was thinking that we understood YouTube, right? And therefore, because we thought we understood what it was, we thought we understood what it would provide, right? And so, you know, usually that's usually I think a big mistake is going to come back to a mindset, a belief system, right? Here's the thing, Woods, I had a friend over here the other day. He left this morning, and I wrote down whatever it takes and divided by what you want, right? Like look at it like a fraction and then over time. And so me and this guy were having a conversation, and first of all, why would I have a conversation with this person? Well, great question. I was having a conversation with this person because this person had problems, real world problems that were in alignment that I could solve, but I wanted to think like him. And I wrote down what his problem was because I felt if I understood how he thought, I'd be able to produce more value on YouTube in the form of content for people that thought like him by really understanding and getting into the way that he thought, right? Mm-hmm. Well, on YouTube, one of the things that I used to think, right? Like when I used to think about YouTube, I didn't think about it as a place where people go to find solutions to problems. Therefore, I didn't have the intuitiveness to know in the beginning what to say, right? Like I wasn't going to YouTube to say, okay, I'm going to answer this question and that question because all of these people asked me, like Haley, a gal that's actually living here in Dorado. She moved here to produce videos and help with YouTube, but she wanted to do YouTube as well. Or with Jimmy Webb, Haley Henson. Both of those people have a certain set of problems, right? In my world, the goal that I could have produced was me talking to them in casual conversation over the last 48 hours because it was natural, right? It was natural. Yeah. And that's the difference between YouTube. YouTube isn't highly produced, perfect. It's about learning and becoming good at something and then being able to identify how you can add value to somebody else. Last night, I got on YouTube. I went to a friend's house, and Chris bought a brand new TV. Same TV as I did. And if you guys don't know, TVs at Costco, they don't have certain apps on it. Chris is in the financial space. The TV doesn't have CNBC.com on it. So I Google. It auto-corrects. In YouTube, Samsung, Costco TV, missing apps, right? There was a video of exactly what the problem was, right? Somebody knew that that was a problem and someone provided content to that solution. And that's the scope of YouTube, right? The scope of YouTube is like I go to YouTube, don't tell the truth, Woods. If you have a really practical problem, how to get something done that you don't know what to do or where to start, YouTube is the best place, right? And so the biggest mistake that I thought it was like, because I didn't understand what it was, I didn't know what to say. And because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't understand all the things it could do, from how it could help me nurture people, how it could help me create new clients, cold, subscribe, all of the scope, I didn't see the value in doing it consistently. And so for when I started, I decided to stop, right? Hey, if you enjoyed the short clip to the podcast we did, then here's another short clip that you can watch, or you can watch the entire podcast here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.